Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Garden House from Stamperia. This is a design project for Scribe and Create and you can get all your supplies there. This is a mini album that we've been making and we are getting near the end, but we still have a fair bit to do. So there's a link down below for the cutting guide for this project, and if you're just joining and don't know how we got to this point, look for my playlist area and look for the playlist. It'll be named for this paper, Garden House. It may be Stamperia Garden House. I'm not sure how I named it. But anyway, so let's go through. Last time we added this. So we still haven't done any embellishing on the inside. And that we may get to that today. I'm not sure. I did cut 4 side pocket inserts just to have them cut. But I haven't rounded the corners or anything. They're 7 7/8 by 6. So this is the first thing to get to, and I actually did a little bit of it off camera. This is the card that we have, and I just have 2 more mats to put in it. So on the outside, now remember it folds, so you have to use 2 mats. So I used this. I've been trying to use scraps now because I'm getting low on paper, but I have enough. And then I cut these 2 pieces to go in here, and I haven't put those on yet. But I'm going to leave that for the moment. We'll get back to it. And, okay, so let's get to here. So this is our insert section. And I have this piece, which is a cut apart from the 12 by 12, the back. I think it's the inside back. It has all the windows and stuff. And I just cut this piece, and I'm going to put it in not as a pocket, but as a tuck. So I just cut this one little section out, and I probably should have cut it 8, but I forgot. I cut it as though it was a mat and cut it 7 7/8, but that's okay. Since I'm not putting it in as a pocket, I think it'll be fine. So I am just going to run a thin bead of glue just along this one long edge. Pardon me, I'm going to pull it where I can see it. Okay, and I'm just going to put it in, not quite at the fold because I don't want to interfere with that. Whoops, but not there. I think that's pretty good. Okay, and that can act like a tuck. Okay, and then if we decide, we can always put some glue and make it a pocket. But for now, I'm going to leave it as a tuck. And then I have this piece, which I'm going to mat this with. I don't have stuff for all of the cardstock because, I mean, this is where you're going to be putting your pictures and your notes about your garden and all that stuff. So, but I wanted to put some things. Go. Go. And you could actually take this whole assembly out to do this part, but so I'm going to leave all that, and then I have this piece to go here. And you could do stamping or stenciling. Somehow managed to combine those words on some of these blank pages if you like. There, and then I have this piece on the inside here. That was way more glue than I needed. Oh, did I cut this too wide? I did, and it's got all that glue on it. Okay, hang on. Oh, let me get rid of some of that. Okay, how wide should this have been? Guess I should have tested that first, huh? Should have been 5, about 5 1/8 or 5 really. Okay, let me see what I did. Okay. Now I feel like it's too narrow, but I'd rather have too narrow than too fat. Okay. I feel like I could probably cut more off than I needed to, but I was in a rush since it already had glue on it. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then I don't have anything here. Okay, so I have this here. Check it for fit. Okay, this one's fine. Did I glue? Yeah. Okay, and then this one I have plain, and that's there, there, there. Okay, and then here, I didn't have another piece that was quite big enough, so what I'm going to do is put this piece down first, and then overlap this one as a pocket. So this one is getting fully glued down, the bigger one. This one is just getting a little bit of glue on the edges. I probably should have used the small bottle, but that's okay. So just a little bit, and then just line it up with the other one. And go. And of course, since it doesn't have any fins or anything, it's just going to be more like a tuck spot, but it'll be a good spot to put something. Oh, my hands are covered with glue from dealing with that one mat. Okay, so that is all of that. All this we already finished. So let's go back to our card. And of course, you know, like I said, you'll add all kinds of things there as this gardening season goes on. All right, so let me turn this so I can get at these two. Now, one thing you can do, and I'll try to remember to mention it in the walkthrough, I just didn't have these mats picked out, but it would actually be easier to put these mats down before you put this thing in the book. But I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I didn't. And this is that sort of chippy paint from the 12 by 12. I'm sorry, I'm probably off camera. See if I can get in there. All right, so I'm just gonna put that down and hope for the best. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna turn it that way to try to get it burnished because I don't have anything to really hold it. Okay. These two are not really seen very much. I think I want this to go this way. So it's fine that they're a little plain. Okay, there we go. Now, this, I don't know if you can see it over here, all these leaves, those are from the inside front cover of the 8x8. I went ahead and fussy cut those because I thought we might want them for something. But for now, let's work on this. And the first thing I need is to pick out a chipboard that's going to hold it up. So I think my chipboards are all over here. Hang on, I'm going to move some things out of the way. So I'm thinking, I wish I had a wooden shape. Wooden shapes are great for this, but I don't have any. These little plaques are good, but not, I don't think they're tall enough. So it'll work, but I'll just have to put something additional under it to get a little more height. And I could actually, if these were the same size, I could use 2 of those. Let's see. I don't think I want anything vertical. That's a horizontal one. None of these are the same size as any other, so I don't think. These 2 are almost the same size, but not quite. It's so big that it takes up almost all the space that's there. We could do something like that. Let me try that. We need to put, like I said, we need to raise it up because it needs to stop that from closing. So let's try that. Okay. Probably going to take 2, but let's start with 1. Okay. Okay. So if we have that, oh, well, maybe. Hang on. Sorry about that. My neighbor stopped by for a visit. Okay. So we are, what do you think? I feel like it would hold it, but it would pop off easily. So I do think we need to put a second layer. Okay, let's see. I don't want it to be too far up. I think because the book is curving slightly, so is the card. But I think that is going to be fine. And then if I put it there, how's my magnet going to do? Oops. It'll hold. But I think I will put it up there. So the magnet's not really intended to keep it super closed. It's just to make sure it doesn't flop around. Okay, so I'm going to put that right about there. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay. Now we want to decorate that. And we had some large flowers, and those are I was kind of saving those for this area. And I don't want them on that side, so I don't want to interfere too much with the spine. So let's see. Kind of going to have to play it by ear of what you actually want in terms of volume here, because these are going to be tall. Maybe go with smaller ones. How's that? That's kind of nice. And let's see. Maybe that. I really like, those are on their slide. I really like these tags, but I don't like what they say. Stay with me? Who gives somebody something that says stay with me? Sounds kind of stalkerish. This is fine if you're giving it as a gift for you. In love, but it's a garden book. So those are all out. Don't want that one. This one. Now this one says happiness. That's good. So maybe something like that. And then some flowers. Oh, you know, when we have all these leaves that I just cut, I feel like something like that. Okay, I think I like that. Plus, you know, we'll probably add more leaves. But I know these two are going to be good there. So let's do that. And let me see how far can I slide this where you guys can still see it, but so can I. Okay. I'm just inking these. Not too much. I'm just making sure the edges aren't too light. Okay. Now, when you glue these down, if you haven't done one of these with me before, you need to make sure that everything you glue is glued to the front, this bottom half of this card, and nothing to the top. Okay, otherwise it won't fold. Okay, so you know what? There's a hole in this. I just want to poke it out. Just double checking to make sure that I don't have any glue there at the top. Okay, there we go. That's good. Oop. How did I get glue down there? Okay. And where's my other one? Here it is. Was this the one? Or was I going to use the blue one? I was going to use the blue one. But this, I just wonder if I should use this one. Kind of goes with the background, and I have blue flowers. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. Okay. I'm just using my fingers as a guide for where I don't want to put glue. And it's okay if they go off the side a little bit. Okay, that's good. There, I like that. And let's see, leaves. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use this one, I think. And I think it would be good to have some underneath here that are kind of poking out. So we want them to be pretty big so that they'll show. Maybe something like that. I think that would be good. Okay. I have an ink piece, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You don't have to ink them heavily, but just make sure there's no bright white. Okay. All right, I'm going to put that one like that so it's sticking out the bottom. I think I'll use my smaller glue bottle. Okay, so let's put that right about there. Okay, and then we'll put this one there. Oops, dropped it. So I think I told you guys that I've had new neighbors, and it's been like a month, something like that. So my neighbor who just stopped by, she's not one of the new neighbors, she's been here, told me that one of them already has the house up for sale. I'm like, jeepers, it's a nice neighborhood. I don't know what the problem is. But she said they came from out of town and that they never even looked at the house before they bought it, so it was just sort of a temporary landing place for them, I guess. Well, I hope they make a profit. Okay, so should we add one more right there? Yeah, why not? That looks good. Okay. And then that's going to go there. And then we need to add some leaves here. So I think I'm looking because, and that's nice, but it's way too big. I think I want to go with something smallish because I don't want it hanging off of this because it's got, this is lifted up because it's on top of that one. I think maybe I can glue it down more than it is though. I probably, you know what, I probably should have put a piece of chipboard under it. Let me see if I can still do that. I think I can. I'm just going to cut a little square of chipboard and slide it under there just to give it a little extra support. There we go. And I'm just going to give it a little push. Okay. I think that's better. Okay. Because that's going to hide that anyway. But I do want a leaf or two. But you know what? I also have, I have the actual leaves that came with the flowers as well. Somewhere. Okay, here. And I have this little guy. Let's see. And we have butterflies. I'm just gathering up all this stuff here that we have, because I have other places too that we're going to put stuff. But I just want all my stuff. Okay, so I don't want that. Thinking I'm going to put that one there. I already know that, so let me put that down. And then I think I'm going to go with this one, not this one. So I'm going to put that down. And I know that's a ton of glue, but that's just how I do my flowers because they're so dimensional and I don't want to put a lot of glue on the outside of them. So I just put a big glob of glue on the back. Okay, and then maybe that one. I don't think I want to use that one. Maybe that one there. Okay. Okay. Oops. Hang on. Got some glue over the edge. We don't want to glue this closed. Okay. And maybe this little guy right there. Okay. How are we doing? Good. Okay. Now we want more leaves, right? Now we can't have anything really hanging off the bottom. You can see I brought that flower right up to the edge, but not past, because it's going to be resting on that. So you can go off the sides and you can go up over the top, but you can't go off the bottom. Okay. That. And I think maybe that one. Okay. Down there. Like that. Okay. looks good. I think that's good. And we probably want to echo what we did on the front and add just a little bit of the pink, maybe. I don't feel like it needs it on the inside, though. I think I'm going to leave it for now. If we decide we want it, we can always add it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that is that. And so we need to do this, and we need something for here. And we have our side pocket inserts, and then just our whatever we want to do for embellishment. Did I show you the back? We hadn't done the back, I think, the last time we talked. So I just put this chippy paint kind of paper from the 12 by 12. And we need inserts. So really at this point we're at inserts and embellishing. So let me, oh, you know what else I was thinking of doing? Hang on. I was thinking of adding a butterfly to the top of this so that when it pops up we have the butterfly either there, definitely there. I like it there. Okay, let's just do that before I forget. Anyway, so then I'm going to gather some things for our next step. That's good. I want that a little higher. Okay. And let me just, I got glue seepage. Let me get rid of that. Cute. Okay. Let me gather some things. I am going to round the corner of all these inserts. I don't know if I have enough paper to fully mat those, but I do need to pick a solid color, I think, for if I don't. So let me do all that, and I will be right back, and I'll clean up some of this, and we'll go through and add embellishments. Oh, we also need to add strips in between. Steps. Little steps, but we're at the end now. But it's these little things we do now that make it really special. And so we have to do this too. So, okay, back in a second. I have all the inserts cut, and I've cut all the mats. I should have pre-inked them, but I didn't. So I'm going to go ahead real quick, and I'm going to do that, and I'll fast forward through. You will have seen all these in the walkthrough video. I don't like to dwell a lot on the specific inserts because your inserts are going to depend on what scraps you have left, what you need, but mine will give you an idea of what you can do. So I'm just going to start here. One thing I did do is I pulled out some light blue for some of the backs. If you don't have light blue, white will be just fine. Cream, craft, anything like that. So I'm just going to, like I said, go through these. I'm not going to do the side pocket inserts till the end, and I'll talk about those when I get to that. And some of these, like this one, I'm going to round the corners, which you'll see. I've done all my inserts, which I will have fast forwarded through. I'll show them to you in more detail later, but I just wanted to go through those because, like I said, they're really very much what you need in your book. What scraps you have will determine what size you make those. But that was that. But I do want to talk about the side pocket inserts. So let me pull these out. Set that aside. Okay. So the inserts themselves are 7 7/8 by 6. And the reason I wanted to talk about them is, and it's not just the inserts themselves, but the book, is if you're working with 12 by 12 paper, you kind of need to be, and you usually are, right? If you're aware of that 6-inch measurement, you can save a lot of paper. For instance, by making my side pocket insert 6 inches wide and not 6 1/4, I can use 2 sheets of cardstock to make 4 inserts. But if I go over that 6-inch measurement, then I need to use double. I would have needed, I used 2 sheets to make 4 inserts. I would have needed 4 sheets to make 4 inserts if I'd gone over that 6-inch measurement. And the same applies when you're making, any book or inserts, because as soon as you go over that 6-inch mark, you're using more than half the paper. So either you can make one that size and one smaller, or you can make 2 that size. Just sort of depends what you need. So what I did here, besides using 2 sheets of cardstock to make the 4 inserts, is I used 2 sheets of pattern paper to make some of the mats, because I'm looking for my, here it is. Some of them I had scraps that were going to be big enough that I could use, but I was going to need to cut into 12 by 12. So I used this sheet here for 2, because it's only 6 inches wide, so I could cut my 7 7/8, cut it in half, and get 2 mats out of it. I want to make sure I've got this right side up. I don't. It goes like that, right? Yes. So that's just something to think about. And of course, if you're working with 8 by 8, you're making a small book. Things that are 4 1/2 inches wide, for instance, like tags or something, you can get twice as many if you keep them at 4 instead of 4 1/2 or 4 1/4. Now, sometimes it doesn't matter. You have plenty of paper, or you just want it bigger. Then just go ahead and do that. But just be aware of that, because if it doesn't matter that much, make it a size where you can really stretch your paper. That is the first one. Did I ink both of those? I don't think I did. It's okay. Okay, so oops, I can't remember now which way that one went. I feel like it went that way. Hang on, because I know I did have one that went that way. No, it's that one. This one went this way. Okay. And this was the other sheet that I did, that I cut 2 out of. put these first two in before I do the next two, so I don't lose track of them. Okay, this one is going here. And then the other mats I cut out of scraps that I had. And then this one is going here. Okay. And then we'll do the next ones. Put that back on upside down. I meant to put the other side on, but that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And this one. And this I cut out of the cover. Make that. all our inserts. All our inserts are done. Now we need to do embellishing on the inside, and I also have something I decided I wanted to do on the spine. So let me put away some of this stuff, gather the things for embellishing, and we will do that. I'll be right back. I am back, and I've picked out a few things. I'm not going to do too much embellishing on this. It's already getting pretty chunky, and I don't think it needs it, really. We've got quite a bit going on between bows and whatnot. I did want to show you, I attached a little bulb pin to the ribbon here on the front with just a few of the charms, because the charms are so cute and I wanted to use them. Let's do this. And so for this, got a few pieces. I have made a little pocket that I'm going to put on the front, and I will give you the measurements momentarily. Let me just trim my corners here. Okay, so this is 4 by 4.5, and it's scored, as you can see, in the 2 sides and the bottom, just like any other pocket. And excuse me, trying to figure out a way for you to see what I'm doing. Hang on, move that. Okay, how's that? That's pretty good. And there we go. Okay, then I have this piece of vellum. I think this was 4 by 4. Yeah, 4 by 4. Score 3 sides. Trim the corners again. Just on the bottom. Hang on. Okay, and you're going to fold. Okay, and then we are going to tear it as well. And this is going to wrap this, so it may need to adjust to where it's scored, but I think it's fine. Yeah, that'll be fine, but I want to tear it. I don't want it anywhere near that tall, so I made it tall enough just to have something to play with, but I'm just going to tear. Let's see where that is. That's good. Okay. I need to ink this. And then I have this piece, which was from a scrap, that I'm going to mat the front of that with. Okay, so let's do that first. Make sure I've got that right side up. And I mentioned it before, but at this stage, everything is, you know, of course, your taste. Anything of the whole book is your taste. Anything I do you don't like, don't do. These instructions didn't come down off the mountain with Moses. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And then this is going to wrap around that. And I kind of feel like I want it a little lower. I'm going to tear it a little bit more. And maybe at a bit of an angle so that it's lower on the one side than the other. Because it's really just a tuck spot. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Yes, I like that better. Okay, that's good. I think I want a little more ink though. Okay. Good. Now, I think the easiest way to do this is going to be to peel back, remove the lower tape, peel back the side tape, there we go, and then we're just going to need to replace the tape in those areas. Oop, well, I didn't get that down all the way, but that's okay. Let me just pull that off, or actually we could just use glue here. I'm just going to use tape. Where is my tape? It's probably under the book somewhere. It is. Okay. Sorry if you're hearing kids in the background. I live near my complex pool, and it's a Sunday, so the kids are playing in the pool. There we go. Okay, so we'll take that off. Got stuck on something. There we go. This is going to go about there. It's not centered because if we put something in there, I want there to be room for it. Okay, here we go. That's cute. And then, let's see, I thought I might put maybe there, or maybe even down here. We have the butterfly. I don't think I want the butterfly. But we have this flower. That's kind of pretty with maybe... Looking at my leaves here. Maybe something like that. Just playing with that. I think I like that. Okay, so I'm not even going to lift that up from its spot because I don't want to lose where I have it. Lava glue under there. And put that there. Okay. And then this is going to go up there. How's that? Okay. Now this, because it's resting on top of that, It's going to need a little tiny piece of chipboard behind it on the part that's not supported. Okay, and it really is tiny. Let's see, how am I going to put that? Let's put it, so I need this on this side here. Okay, so just put a little bit of a support there, and then I can put that like that up a little bit. And I wonder if I want another leaf. Maybe down there. Okay, I feel like I do, but I don't think that's going to be the one. Maybe a darker one? I don't think I want that color. It doesn't go with anything else on the page. That's way too big. Well, I'm just going to go with what I've got because I'm not seeing anything that I like any better. Putting that over far enough that we can see the word. And I think I want to slide it up a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Then on the inside of this, we need to cover this magnet, but it's a magnet, so we don't want to block its usefulness. So what I'm thinking here is maybe this is where I'm going to use these larger leaves and just do a little arrangement of foliage back here. You know, nothing too fancy, but something maybe like that, which I think looks nice. I kind of like just these three. You could fussy cut out a flower or something and put it here, but this whole envelope, especially on the back, is so green. I think that's all we need. And then put that there. That. And then the fern, just like that. And maybe something smaller at the base, like that. We have a little snail. I think that's cute, but by the time I fussy cut out everything, it might not look great. That picks up the color in that. of liked this. Yeah, we're going to do that just to give it a little texture. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's that. And the only other place where I thought I would do something was here. Because everywhere else I think is fine. And also I had an idea for something I wanted to do on the spine. For here, I was thinking maybe just, something like that. That wasn't the one though. Or maybe a vertical with a little pink just to add another color, except everything is so blue here. Maybe this one. Put that down as a tuck spot. I think that'll work. I just wanted a little something, but not a lot, because there's not a lot of space between here and here. So I'm just going to do 2 sides with the glue and not even all the way quite. That's good. Okay, and then the last thing is going to be the piece that I think I want to put on the spine. And what I'm thinking of, it's going to be a little tricky for me to show you. I took a piece of each of the ribbons that we've used, the blue seam binding, the white seam binding, and the sparkly pink. They're pretty long right now, and stapled them together with my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And I'm going to put them here and coming up and over so they can be a bookmark for that middle section, or bookmarks, like that. Hang on. So like that. Can you see that? Yes. Okay, and then I'll cover the bottom with that. Okay, I'm just showing you because while I'm doing it, you won't be able to see it because I have to hold it up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take a piece of tape and measure. Okay, fortunately this line on the rice paper is basically centered, so I can use that for my guide. So this is just the same way we put tape on the front of things. Like here. Okay, so I'm sure you can't see it, but I just put a piece of tape right there. Okay. And then I am going to take that and put it there. Try to get it reasonably straight. Okay, that looks good. So then I'm going to, now that I have it mostly taped, I'm going to add a little bit more tape so that it's up closer to the top. As the tape is not going to show. Again, the only one that's sticking to this is going to be the white one because that's the inner one. Okay. And then, holding this up. And I don't want to glue, like this is going to hold everything in place, but I don't really want to glue these to the white one because you want to be able to use them at separate parts of the book. But that's going to go up there. I'm going to put this on its side for now, see how that works. I think it's not. I'm going to have to stand it up to do this. Okay. Because I can't tell what's centered with it like this. Okay, so I'm going to stand it up. Get everything lined up. I'm going to hold those nice and snug against the top because I don't want them baggy. Put that and hope it's straight. It is. It's a miracle. Okay, and then put that down. It's going to want to bulge off because the you know, the tape is there. So I'm just going to kind of put it down and press. Fortunately, art glitter glue does grab on in a hurry, but with the slick surface on the back of these die cuts, it takes a second. Good. I may have to come back through later and add a little more glue, but it seems like it's doing well. Okay. So then, yeah, that's trying to come off. I think I'm just going to have to hold it for a while. Maybe put some tape on it when you put yours down as well as glue so that the tape holds it until the glue holds. That is doing well. So the only other thing to do at this point is tie some fibers into the tags that I made. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to let this dry and I will be back when this is dry because otherwise we're just going to be sitting here chatting for 15 minutes while I hold it in place. And then I'll come back, we'll do that, we'll be done. Right, that piece is dry, and I realized I forgot one mat when I was doing all this that goes in this pocket here, so I'm just putting that down. Okay. And get that. All right, let me slide some of these things out of the way here so I can. Okay, so this goes here. So this gets tied. So this is the point where you want to go through and trim any of these that are too long. And there's nothing that we need to do here or nothing here. I added the blue here. I trimmed these to length so that I left about 3 inches at the bottom. Added the blue I cut off to this tag, and then I put the white here on this tag. And those are the only tags I made. Everything else is just a photo mat. All right, so that is that. There's that all dry. And then, like I said, I added just a few of the charms that came in my package from Scrap and Create. I used the bird, the watering can, and the birdhouse, and just pinned it to my ribbon closure. And that is that. So I hope you enjoyed making this. I did. The collection is just really, really pretty. The colors are beautiful. It's just, I really enjoyed it. So I will see you next time, and we will make something else. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget to visit Scrap and Crate to get your supplies for this project. This was a project for them. And link down below for the cutting guide, link down below for the supplies. That's it. See you next time. Bye-bye.